gasoline prices are going up, your profits are going up,
Yes.
yours and all the other oil companies are going
Yes.
up, and the connection is being made all the time. How do you, what is the connection?
Well, I'll tell you the connection. I mean, the prices are up because supply is constrained. When supply of any product, orange juice in Florida, when there's a frost, price of orange juice goes up. The supply is constrained. Prices are going up. We're an investment vehicle, and so our job is to invest our earnings, and we do. And so last year we earned $17 billion, which is an astronomical number by anybody's measure. But this year we're going to invest $20 billion in oil and gas and refineries around the world. Over the last 5 years we've earned $53 billion, and we've invested $53 billion. Now the precise number is a coincidence, but it's a fact. So we invest, and prices are going up. That tells us the market's saying we need more investment, we need more supply. Prices go up, we have more money to invest, we invest it, and hopefully that'll bring on the supply over time. That's how that equation works.
But the first part of the equation, you said, was that the cost is going up. So if the cost is going up, why is the profit going up? I mean, in other words, wouldn't the cost and the price go up at the same time, at the same level? In other words, if your costs go up 15%, wouldn't the cost of gasoline go up 15%? But it's much higher than that, is it not? In other words,
it's a market. Again, if you go back to the orange juice in Florida, I mean, when the frost hits and a lot of farmers lose their crops, the other guys now there's a shortage. The other guys sell their orange juice. Their cost is still the same as it was, but they sell their orange juice for a higher price. I mean, the market, if there's a shortage, the market will force prices up in order to get more investment. And that's what's happening here. It's a supply. I mean, it's the age-old, somebody's saying Dan Yergin, wrote this book about the oil industry, The Prize, the last 100 years of the oil industry, and he said
won a Pulitzer Prize for it.
Won a Pulitzer Prize for it. Yeah. The two main characters were supply and demand throughout this book. And that is, it's a fact. I mean, the supply is tight right now in the world. The supply of refining capacity is tight in the world. And the market is forcing prices up because there's a shortage, or there's a tightness anyway. And there's lots of other reasons, some of which I just described.
Sure.
But the market's forcing the prices up, and that's telling us, we're earning lots of money, but we're putting it all back into investments. The people that are benefiting from, the company being successful, frankly, and earning money are all the folks that have mutual funds and pension plans and everything that has Chevron stock in it. So it's not like, we're sort of wheeling this out the door and back door in wheelbarrows or something like that. We're either returning it to our shareholders who've invested in our company, or we're reinvesting in the business at levels that if somebody had said to me 5 years ago we'd be investing at $20 billion a year, I'd have told them they were crazy.
What are you investing the $20 billion in?
Well, I said probably $6 billion in the United States, and probably...
but in what?
In specific? Drilling wells in the Gulf of Mexico as much as anything, in building platforms. We've got this Tahiti project that's been in the press a lot recently. It's a $3.5 billion project. It's going to produce, in our terms, 150,000 barrels a day of oil out of the Gulf of Mexico. It's in 5,000 feet of water. The other project that's been in the press a lot called Jack is in 7,000 feet of water. That's the water before you start drilling the well. The well's, the oil's 5 miles down. And so these are multi-billion-dollar projects. We've got in our portfolio today, we've got 30 individual projects for which our share of the project is more than $1 billion. 30 of them. Most of them, I would say 28 of them are probably oil and gas producing projects, just like Tahiti, deepwater Angola, big expansion in Kazakhstan, big expansion in Indonesia, the Venezuelan project we're just talking about, Thailand drilling gas wells. I mean, most of it's about drilling wells, constructing facilities to produce oil and gas.
As a general premise then, you have no apologies to make or any embarrassment at all about these high profits that your company and other companies are
making? No, I'm not remotely embarrassed about it. I mean, I'm proud of what we do as a company, and I'm proud of the contribution we're making to the energy supply of the world.